Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Opinion Machine, the show we talk about all things gaming. My name is Killjoy. Today I just want to give a quick update on the Bayonetta 3 situation. By now I'm sure you've seen all the extra news that's come out, but I kind of wanted to wait before I tackled this again because obviously when I made the video earlier in the week I only had some of the information, and I think it's important that I come back, talk about the rest of it, and just give my overarching thoughts on the whole situation now. So just a quick recap for anyone who hadn't seen it. I'm sure you have at this point. Helena Taylor, the original voice actor of Bayonetta, came out and said, "Hey, they only were willing to pay me $4,000 for the entire game. Asked people to boycott Bayonetta 3, spend that money on something else. Felt that she was being underpaid, and then also kind of went after Jennifer Hale, who's the new voice actor, a little bit." Went after her a bit, saying, she's not Bayonetta and all this other stuff. So it was quite, she seemed quite emotional in those videos, and people came out and, we had Hideki Kamiya have a tweeted something saying it was untrue. He's not that, I don't know, he seems a bit of an asshat, but he said it wasn't untrue. He said it was untrue, and essentially a few days later, Jason Schreier of Bloomberg, I will have the link for this article down below in the description, had been given some information and said, actually, Taylor was offered $4,000 per session for like 5 or 6 sessions, amounting in the total of what, 15 grand? It was anywhere between 10 and 15 grand. And they had these were people close to the source that had like contracts and things like that. Now, this led to a massive backlash between a lot of people, actually. They'd also reached out to Taylor, because apparently she'd asked for a 6-figure sum originally. They'd also, Jason Schreier had also reached out to Helena Taylor, and she did, said, Platinum are just trying to cover their asses, and then she was like kind of done with the whole situation. So the whole thing's been quite a mess, honestly, and in my previous video was like, well, I'm just going to see, I didn't want to buy it on launch anymore. I was just like, I'm just going to see what comes from this situation. Now, Platinum and both Jennifer Hale's put out a thing saying about, it was just like, everyone be nice and amicable and all that sort of stuff. Platinum said they stand by that. They're basically saying nothing. Neither of these people said nothing, probably because of NDAs. And so we're in a situation where somebody's obviously lying. And people have also said that, Helena Taylor, maybe she's mentally ill, in the sense that maybe she's not in a good place when she did all this stuff, and a lot of people think she's tanked her entire career now because of it. And we're in a weird situation where we're probably never going to find out what's legitimate. Now, you could say that the stuff that was information that was delivered to Bloomberg probably is legitimate contracts and stuff, which Nintendo or Platinum are never going to bring to the forefront. We may never get answers until the game actually comes out, when all the NDAs are passed. What we'll probably find out is in years to come about this game, truly. And so it's left a weird situation. Some people are still choosing to boycott the game or choosing not to get involved. I have seen an insane amount of hate and anger online over this whole thing on both sides. People shouting at each other. Even I got brought up, and I've learned a bit of a lesson from this. I was trying to be, rational online, and even I had stuff tweeted at me, and I was like, whoa, I'm not trying to, all I'm saying is that we still don't know all the facts, really. And I think I've seen people on both sides of the fence who are going to buy and who are not going to buy the game be incredibly aggressive, and it just goes to show Twitter is not the place for any nuance. And yeah, it's been a weird experience. Where do I land on the whole thing? Well, for me personally, I think I'm just I don't necessarily believe Platinum, but there is evidence to say that maybe she was lying, and it's just difficult because we don't really know. And I'm not going to say that, I can't imagine why you would go out of your way to do that if it ends up tanking your career. It feels like a weird thing to do if it's not true. I mean, the thing to take away from this whole situation is that people like voice actors should be paid more for their games. We know that people didn't get paid a lot for doing Breath of the Wild. right? Things obviously need to be put into place and change, right? People that are on big games, right? I know it's different it's going to be different depending on what project they work on, but you know, I'm for people getting the pay they deserve. I mean, people that work on games like I said, programmers, designers, artists, all that stuff. I mean, they should all be paid well as well, because what you're doing when you're making a product is, you know, all these people are important to that product. You know, we hear about the directors and like the higher ups, but let's be honest, they're not the ones that are doing a lot of the hard work. I mean, their hard work is more managing the project, making sure the project is going well and on time. I'm not saying they're not important, but when you have people that are coding and making the art assets, voice actors, all that sort of stuff, you have to respect that, you know, maybe some people aren't getting paid what they're worth. I don't know, it's a thought-provoking conversation for sure. Going forward, I think seeing a lot of this hate and a lot of this, you know, just back and forth online has definitely put me off wanting to play the game a bit. I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to wait and play it in a month's time or something like it, you know, a bit further away from this whole situation. I was never going to boycott the game. I was just kind of waiting to see what information was going to come out, and I have a feeling this might be it. Right now I'm already playing a ton of other games anyway, so it's not the end of the world. Like, I think the one thing I have seen online is this whole fake fans thing, and I think that's really unfair, and I think that's a lot of bullshit right now that people need to stop calling people fake fans. I can't stand that. And then that's just something that's really important, where it's like, let's just stop being dickheads online, right? If you choose not to buy the game, cool. If you choose to buy it, cool, right? That's entirely your own decision. But for me, I think I will give it a few weeks, if not longer than that. I'm not in like, I love Bayonetta 2. Bayonetta 2 is one of my favourite games, but I'm not in the rush to play this. I'll be able to play this when I'm ready to play it, when I've got through these other games. Obviously, I wanted to cover it for the channel, but like I said, I want to be a bit removed from this controversy first, and then I'll come to it. There are other things I can do in the meantime. But all in all, the situation, it sucks. It sucks all around for everybody that's worked on the game, for Helena if she really didn't get the deals. I think Platinum could do a job with dealing with how Hideki Kamiya deals with things. I think he needs to stop kind of coming across as this asshole. But you know, there's a lot of information we don't know, and you know, we will wait and see what comes of that. And as far as I'm concerned, it's like, I don't mind waiting to play this, and that's okay, and that's what I choose to do. You know, maybe November, maybe December. December, like, is a quiet month for me personally. Maybe I'll pick it up then and play it then. I don't mind. But yeah, I'm hoping that this is the last I talk about this situation. I really don't want to go over it anymore. It's been an experience for sure. So, but there you go. I just want to update you guys. I wanted to wait until the end of the week to see if any more information had come out, and some did, but nothing more has come from that. So yeah, thank you very much for watching the video. If you like the video, hit subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Sorry, words. If you like the video, hit like. If you want to see more content, hit subscribe. Stick around for things like that. Links for Facebook and Twitter will be down below in the description as always. And until next video, I will see you then.